Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the unit. Now, today, I just wanted to have a little rant really. Let's talk about returns and refunds on eBay. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a full-time reseller, predominantly on eBay, although I have started using Vinted a lot more now because eBay are doing my head in. So, let me tell you why they're doing my head in. So I sell a variety of different things, whether it's trainers, electricals, kitchenware, homeware, hoovers, vacuums, suitcases. It could be anything. Table and chairs, absolutely anything. And 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, I sold a VHS and a combi. A VHS combi DVD player, a Samsung one. Now I had it listed for a very, very long time, probably like 4 to 5 months. And I had an offer come in and I sold it. I sold it for £35. Now, like I do with everything, any electrical I sell, I wrap it in bubble wrap. I usually break up cardboard boxes, and then I also put cardboard over like the front, the interior, wrap it, and then I put it in another box, so it's always secure. Now, about 10 days after it arrived, I got a message from the buyer. So the message that I received is, excuse my French, "This is an absolute pile of crap. No buttons work on the DVD. They must have been pushed inside. The unit turns itself off, spelt wrong. No apparent reason, spelt wrong. 100% refund or I'll report for false advertising. Only just tried as I'm away all week as long distance lorry driver." Then he sent me another message straight after. "The pics on your advert are wrong." I said, "Sorry, have I sent the wrong one, Freddie?" I said, "I'm really sorry, did I send..." And then I sent him another message saying, "I'm really sorry, did I not send you the Samsung one?" He said, "I don't know, all I know is that this unit is scrap." And I said, so the buyer then sent me some pictures. I will put the picture right here so you can see. This is the picture that he sent me. And then I said, "Well, that looks like it's been wrecked." I said, "What was the packaging like?" And he said the packaging was fine when it arrived, so it wasn't damaged in transit. So I thought, so I've asked you if it's been damaged on the way there by the Royal Mail. You said it hasn't, yet it looks like that. Now, here's my original listing. Looks nothing like that. I know, it's an old picture, don't mind. Looks nothing at all like the picture that I have just shown you that he sent me. Now, unfortunately, my eBay account is somewhat restricted. I'm a below average seller, been having nightmares. Anyway, that's a story for another day. I just thought, you know what, just send the return back. He didn't want to return the item either. He was like, "I'm just going to throw it in the bin." I said, "No, we want all of our items sent back. Every item that we send out, we have it sent back. It just avoids scams." I mean, if you've been selling on eBay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People will often buy something like mine, already have a broken one, and then send the broken one back, and then they've got my one, which is what I think this buyer has done. So, yeah, it was a nightmare trying to get it back, and then I got it back, and I messaged eBay. Now, I messaged eBay, and I said, "This is not the correct item that I've sent." I said, "It's absolutely battered." Sent lots of photos, a video, everything that I could, and eBay decided that it wasn't sufficient evidence. They said, "Can you just report the buyer, so that way if there's any patterns they will show up, blah blah blah." And I thought, so hold on, you just want me to report the buyer, do your job for you, I've still got to refund the person who's clearly sent me the wrong item back. So essentially the only person who's lost out again is Ash. It happens all the time on eBay. If you've been selling on eBay, I would say for a long time, you haven't even got to have been selling for a long time on eBay now, and you would have gone through something like this. I know for a fact. I'll probably get loads of comments. I always get comments saying it. Do you know, I won't bore you, but once, years ago, when I first started sort of reselling, oh, my light's fallen down. I sold a Nintendo Wii, and done everything properly, everything by the book, and the person sent me a message back of 2 controllers. The Wii I sold was a white Wii with a controller and all the leads. That was it, just a basic setup starter kit. he sent me a picture with a broken Wii Motion Plus black and red controller, and I was like, that is not what I sent. Absolutely not what I sent. I messaged him and I said, there must be a mistake, mate. You're sending me a picture of something that I haven't sent. Didn't hear back. I got the return, which I had to pay for, and I opened. Actually, I wasn't indoors. This was years ago. This is when I was still living at my mum's house. So I rang up my brother. My brother was home at the time, and I said, do me a favour. I said, open it up, but can you record it when you open it? So he recorded it. He opened the box up, and there was a pack of hobnobs in there. No word of a lie. Swear on my children's lives. And I messaged eBay, sent them the video that my brother took, and they still told me I had to refund the buyer. They told me I had to refund the buyer, even though I sent them proof. And I thought, nah, you're on a wind-up. And I thought, do you know what? I'm not having it. So I actually reported the person to fraud, and then I sent the fraud reference number to the buyer, and then the buyer eventually got so scared that they cancelled the refund return. So that was the only way that I got my money back from eBay, through threat of, you know, reporting them for a crime for fraud. Absolute joke. And it still happens, and I know it happens because you guys message me all the time saying it's happening. But hey ho, let's show you what we've sold. Sorry to moan, but it just infuriates me. It really does. I don't know what the solution is to it either, because I understand that it's difficult for eBay because they're not actually dealing with it directly. They're not sending the parcel, receiving the parcel. They're just the middleman. But there has to be a solution because it happens way too much. I mean, it probably happens to people like once a week. I have it all the time. Anyway, let's show you what we sold. So first up is an Olympus shoot and go camera, just like a bog standard basic camera. Paid £1 for that from a charity shop because it was untested. They didn't know if it worked. Sold for 12 quid. Next up, we sold a pair of SWC, which is Stepney Workers Club shoes. I thought these were really nice, sort of like a nice canvas suede shoe. I paid £5 for them at a car boot sale in the summer, sold for 20 quid. I got this off of my cousin. My lovely cousin messaged me, and she was like, in her job, she is a nanny, and the person that she works for was throwing something away, and she said, I don't know if you want this, they said it don't work. I said, yeah, I'll have it if you don't want it. Do you want some money for it? You know, whatever. And she said, no, it's fine, you can come take it. So I went and picked it up. She was right, the vacuum actually doesn't work, it's broken, but the charger did. So I took the charger away and sold the charger for £15. This is a Eufy charging base. Yeah, you've got to tell people what you do for a living because you get nice freebies. There is something else that I have sold. Actually, there's two more things. I sold something which I've actually wrapped. I'll put a little screenshot here. Unfortunately, it's a good Hoover, if you know what they are. They're Miele's, but it didn't work. So I sold that for parts. And then the last sale, again, I sold this for parts. Sage is a top make in the homeware, kitchenware department. A very good brand. Now, this was wrecked. The the cable is snapped, been held together with a bit of electrical tape. It's missing parts, and I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother plugging it in. I'm just going to sell it as untested. I paid 7 quid for it. Didn't really look at it when I bought it. Still sold it for £20, so my money was safe. But yeah, maybe that's just a lesson to myself to have a bit of a better look in the dark, because yeah, you know what it's like when you go to a car boot sale and it's pitch black. You buy whatever you can, and yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's the sales this morning. Yeah, sorry it's a bit of a downer video, but it's just really frustrating sometimes on eBay. Really frustrating. Hence why I'm putting a lot of my effort into Vinted at the moment. But I'm going to love and leave you all. I want to say thank you very much for watching. It is a pleasure as always, and I will see you all in the next video. All the best, guys. Take care.